Welcome to Makaio Ministries. It's great to be with you guys this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Tonight we're doing a special orientation for our fellowship, which is free, and you can find it in the first link in the description of this video. And so if you're watching us on YouTube, you can see us there, and you can type questions in if you have questions on how to use Discord. Also, you can join us by clicking on the link in the description, Makaio Ministries, or the one right next to it, and you can come and join us in the actual fellowship in this actual room. And you can actually join us here as well to ask questions if you happen to catch us live. If you're catching this by video, then no worries. You can just learn from the video and then come and ask more. If your questions weren't answered, you can always come and ask more questions. But basically, we have people here live who are asking questions. We have people on YouTube that are asking questions, so both in the fellowship and outside. So we're going to try to field all those. And Shadow is going to kind of lead us tonight in helping to answer all these questions for us. So I just want to say a quick prayer and hope everything goes smoothly here. God, thank you so much for this time to be together. We pray this is helpful for everyone, and beneficial, and helps everybody learn how to use this fellowship better, and so that we can all interact better and glorify you through our time together. So please bless this time tonight and help us get all our questions answered and learn what we need to know, so that we can have a more effective and joyful time together in this fellowship together. We thank you so much. In Jesus' name we pray. So it's great to see everybody here. Shadow's here. I see Jack right now, EB, and Gina, and Wes, and I see Timbo out there as well. So that's fantastic. I'm going to kind of be assisting on the side, maybe helping to field some of those questions to Shadow and so forth. But Shadow's going to I'm going to hand it over to her. I'm going to kind of be behind the scenes, making sure everything is running smoothly. So Shadow, take it away.
All right, thank you, Makaio. Okay, so welcome to the Makaio Ministries orientation. I'm here to kind of show you guys how to use Discord better. We already have a question. It says, how can I change my avatar? So you actually have two avatars in Discord. You have your personal server.
And Shadow, I just want to interrupt for a second. Can you share your screen and maybe walk us through these things as you're talking about it, so that we can see it? You're sharing.
I just have to. I'm explaining it first before I share it.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, but okay, cool. All right, just want to make sure, because that'd be great if people could see it as well.
Yes, so I'm trying to navigate it to my server side real quick.
Okay, cool.
So let me go to my user settings. There we go. So that's what that. I'm hoping it'll let me do it on here. I might have to open up a web browser and navigate to the Discord from there.
Okay.
So give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna pop that up. Luckily, I have my orientation PowerPoint that has the link. Hopefully, it'll let me open it up. Verification. Let's see. It'll go.
And your volume is just a little bit low. I don't know if you can talk maybe a little bit closer to the mic, just so we can hear you.
That better?
Much better.
Okay, I had to turn my volume on my mic up.
All right, thanks.
Okay, so we did that. So we skipped here, and we're going here. So let's see if it'll let me share my screen. And I want to share this one. Go live. All right, can you guys see my mouse wiggling on the screen?
Well, we have to click that little box that says Watch Stream, and
yes.
So and maybe you can even teach us how to share our screen and all these good things. So everybody clicks on that button there that says Watch Stream, and hopefully that'll open up that stream for you there.
Yes, it's going to be up in the left-hand top side if you're looking at your screen. Here we have the join voice. This is what would allow us to join orientation. I just do not want to open it because it might cause an echo for my mic. But I'm trying to show you, you would come over here to the left side to join if you are currently watching the video and aren't currently navigated to the Discord. But to answer the first question, which is avatar per server or general avatar, you have two avatars for your lovely profile. So here we have me, and I can edit my user profile, and it would allow me to change my avatar. So you would come here to change avatar.
And where's here?
Or you can you see it? It's right here. Change avatar. It's in the user profile settings. So you would go here. Let me escape out of here real quick and go back. So you're going to come down to the bottom on the left side
Okay.
where the channels are.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to click on the little gear. It should say user settings.
Okay.
Can everyone see that?
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. That little gear next to the headphones and the microphone. You see a little sprocket there.
Mm-hmm. So next you're going to go and you'll say edit user profile. And that will bring up your option to change which avatar you want to change. So on the left hand side, when you see all those little bitty icons next to the hashtag that has the titles on it, which is the art celebration or love your neighbor, but farther left you'll have the little circle icons. Those are all of the servers that I am a part of. So you have both a user profile and you have a server profile. So you can determine which avatar you want to change for either your overall personal profile or whichever server you have joined on Discord. So for instance, if I wanted to change what Makaio Messenger Ministry sees me as, I would select that server. It should give you all the
Oh, really?
servers that you're
Oh.
part of. Yeah.
So you can change your picture per server? You can have a different picture?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
you yes.
So
So
how,
you can also change your banner too, which is this little kind of like on your Facebook when you have your little Facebook
yeah.
banner.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either select here to change your avatar or you can select here to change your avatar.
Oh,
And
wow.
it'll give you pictures or it'll give you a desktop option for your pictures. But that's how you would change it.
And
So if I
how do you select it by server again? What would you click for that? So
so if you want to choose which server,
mm-hmm.
you're going to come up here to choose a server.
Oh, server
And right
profile.
now we're in Makaio, but I'm a part of several other types of servers. But I'm going to choose Makaio or Makaio. How do you pronounce it? Makaio? Is it Makaio?
Makaio,
Makaio.
like Kai,
Okay.
Makaio.
I don't want to butcher it.
No,
I would
thank
hate
you.
to butcher that.
Um,
So you for that server, yes. So that's how you would do that, and you would say, I want to change my avatar, and you can either upload an image or you can choose a GIF, which I think the GIFs are pretty cool, especially if you kind of make a custom GIF. But I'm not going into that; that's very advanced.
so when you
But
say
you can upload it here.
and I'm going to be very because I know for you've done this for years and you're used to everything, but I'm going to treat this like a baby, trying to learn how to crawl. So
Mm-hmm.
when you say up here, are you talking about where it says server profiles? You click on that.
Yes. So you can
Okay.
choose user profile, change avatar,
Mm-hmm.
or you can click on your picture to change the avatar,
Okay.
or you can choose the whichever server that you're currently on,
I think I'm gonna.
which for us it's Makaio. And then we're going to use either this, which is your picture. You can either upload a new image or choose a GIF, or you can come here to change your avatar,
Okay. I think I'm
and
not.
it'll
I,
give you
I
the
gotta
same
move this
options.
down because I don't think it's all fitting on the screen. So that's my fault. Okay. So now I think I got it all in there. Okay. So I see now. So you go to server profile and then you pick Makaio Messenger specifically, and you can do what you want for that. And if you have another one, then you do for that. Okay, got it. Now, while you're in here, would you mind, once you're done sharing what you want to share about this, can you talk to us about the voice and video section? Because a lot of people have problems with their mics coming into these chats. Their mic doesn't work. I
Yeah.
think right now Jack's having a problem with that. And so if you take us over there, you can kind of show us what we need to do with our mic settings so that when we come in here, we can fix that.
So so on the web, this is the web version of the Discord. It will actually have a little pop-up like it just did.
Mm-hmm.
You can either rewind the video about 5-10 seconds to see it, but I had to turn it off because it'll pop up the help desk if you
Okay.
hit deny. So basically up here, you would be giving the web browser permission to access your microphone, which is what you use to speak into to give your voice, right, when we're in the voice chat.
Mm.
So yeah. And so up here, you would choose whichever input and output device you want. So your input device is your microphone, and your output device is either your headphones or the speakers that you would
Is it just
um,
me? I'm
plug
sorry,
into
but
your computer.
I'm not seeing what you're describing at the same time you're describing. Unless maybe am I missing something here? Maybe it's me. Um,
You don't see my screen?
I see your screen, but I still see that you're still in server profiles. Is that correct?
Oh, so it's probably delayed then. So let me go back to user settings.
I don't know
Go
if it's just
to
me.
go to edit profile. Come to voice and video.
Maybe that's why we're not following as well, because it's not syncing with what you're saying.
Yeah, give it a second or two to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It like
Block
I don't know why it would be delayed though, since it's live with you. I don't. It's strange. I don't. I never
Yeah.
had that problem before.
So it's
Um,
popping up. We're gonna get out of that. So, but do you see my mouse moving
um,
right now, or is it frozen?
I'm going back out, back out. Okay, now I'm going back out. I went back out of the stream and I went back into the stream, and now I see you in voice settings. So maybe it might have been my end or something.
Yeah. So I'm watching the stream with you guys now, so I can make sure that it's on there. So,
Okay, cool.
so here's the voice settings. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you got there by pressing, again, just to be remedial about this, but you got there by pressing the voice and video in the left-hand column
Yes.
under
So
settings.
yeah, under user settings, and you have all these choices on the left side here.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose voice and video because that will give me the controls for how I talk to you guys and how I hear you guys. So
Awesome.
input devices,
Mm-hmm.
that will be your microphone. So on the web, it's going to go to default. If you just pretty much have just one type of input. If you have both a headset or speakers, you'll have to choose between the two in order to whichever way you want to hear the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Most people have headphones in when they're listening to this, or they have just their device, so it'll automatically populate that for you. It should.
Yeah.
And
Now sometimes I've noticed it doesn't do that. Like I have different mic options, but I'll go in here. It'll just say default, and I'll have to actually refresh the page and come back in, and then usually it's there. Or sometimes I have to go from the browser to the app. Or sometimes I have to go into the browser settings and actually, which I had to do today, and actually reset the browser settings that actually have the mic blocked, and I have to go in there and reset the Discord settings to get it to
so
show up.
that was what happened just a second ago. So I'm going to refresh the page
And maybe you can
and
show
see
us
if
an example of that. Maybe you can show us how to, like, example of going to
yeah.
your browser settings and like where the Discord would show up for people too for that, because that's I've had to do that several times.
Let me go out of that. Maybe if I
Like if you
let's
go
see
to
if
the
it'll
three dots over there, maybe on the right hand side, upper right on your browser, maybe just show us the settings.
oh, here it is, right here. So up in here, it'll show that the microphone is blocked up in the browser right here. You can say continue blocking, or you can say always allow Discord to access your microphone.
Oh, cool!
Or
You
you
were
can
able to do
say,
it right there in the address, in the
if you're
address.
using Chrome, I'm gonna have
Mm,
to
okay.
probably, is this Chrome or is this Edge? I think this is Edge. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah,
I
it's
usually have to go
Edge.
all the way in the settings, so I didn't know you could do it right there. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Generally, Edge and Chrome, if you have the most up-to-date version, they'll have the little icon there next to the read aloud button and to the star. So that's how you add things to your favorites, is right here with this little star. But
Mm.
generally, if you click on that microphone, it'll give you three options on how to manage that. So I'm going to say done. Let's see if it'll actually allow me to choose a different set of input and output. Nope, it still does the default. So generally, if it does this, I would probably have to go into either my phone app or into my desktop app, and it'll actually give me several different options.
Mm.
I just I'm trying to use the web browser because it's the easiest to help you guys.
Okay, cool.
All right. So here, the mic test will actually let you check your microphone settings. So it says having a mic issue, start test and say something fun, and we'll play your voice back to you. So let's try. I hope it doesn't do the echo, but we're gonna try it. Hello, hello, hello. So you should be able to hear if you're talking back to your mic whenever you do the Lex check. That would let you know if your microphone's working properly. If you do not hear your voice when you do the Lex check, that means there's something wrong with the actual physical connection of the mic and possibly the drivers for the software that runs it. So you might have to make sure you update your computer to the most up-to-date settings. I can show people that personally. I wouldn't want to show that on here because that's a lot. It's more advanced on
Okay.
how to do all of that. It would take us a long time to go there, but generally that would prevent you from being able to actually have your input in the device.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's see. I still see everything. Okay, good, Jack. Is there any other questions in here that we can? I was
Uh,
trying to answer all the questions first. Does anybody have any more questions? And then I'll go into the various aspects. So when I said the little icons, this is what I mean. So all these are your little servers when you first log into Discord. You won't have what I have. You'll only have what you've joined and accepted. But once you accept a server, it's going to be right here. You'll have each server's little icon. Here is Makaio's. So you click on that, and that'll bring you here to the landing page.
I'm having a little bit of a delay, so I have to just keep reopening your stream here. Go ahead.
All right. So announcements will be up here in the announcements tab on the left side, and it will bring you all of the announcements that Makaio will put out. You'll have your orientations, you'll have the videos, I do believe. Any other like faith and fellowship will also be placed here. And generally, if you wanted to join, say you want to join the faith fellowship, you would just hit join voice and it will take you there. Um, it'll have this little pop up and you can say, yes, I'm interested. And that will allow it to send you a notification. It'll say, hey, this fellowship hour is now active. You can now join it. And then it'll bring you into what we're in right now, which is a voice activity. Um, you can even see who all else is coming. You hit the interested section.
Mm-hmm.
The event info section will give you all the info you need. Also, last Thursday at 6 p.m. is the next fellowship. And you can share it. This is very important to learn. Oh, it says, I have a question. How do I change my email and password? Okay, I'll get to that in just a second. Let me finish this one right here. So the share button is very important because that's how we spread the word of the Lord and Makaio's word of the Lord. And so
It's all, it's
you can
all
share,
God's word.
it'll automatically copy it for you. So if we go to say, let's go to the living room. The living room is kind of like our general chat. I can I can do either right click and select paste and it'll give the link for it here and you'll see that it'll tell you if it's active or if it's over. Obviously it's over now because this was a past one. But that's how you would go and be able to share. But you can, once you copy it, you can also share it to Facebook or in Messenger to your friends, or in a text message, you can send them the link there as well. Um, I wish I could go and show you how to do it on the phone. Unfortunately, I don't have a capture card yet. I have to get one of those so that I can actually send that to you guys.
Wes has a question. How do I change my password? He asks.
Yeah, I saw that. So I'm
Okay.
going to get to his. So we're
Okay.
going to go to user settings again.
Okay.
So here, here's in the user settings is where you would change your email. So you can edit it. I don't want to
Right.
unreveal my email, but
Sure,
you
of
would
course.
hit edit and you would enter a new email that you would use. You could also edit your phone number here if you want to, if you change your phone number, for instance, or if you
Mm-hmm.
want to send a verification notice to a new phone number. Some people have multiple phones. Some people have work phones. Some people have personal phones. Um, some people have phones for no reason. Don't ask me. Okay, so
But then you
but
change the
that's where
password right underneath there, right?
yeah, and you can change password here. Um, and you can also, if you want to ensure that you have a multi-factor authentication, meaning if someone has your username and password, they can log into your account. But if they don't have your multi-factor code, which is generally you would have either a text message send you like a number, set of numbers you would put in, or you would have what's called an authenticator app. And there's Google Authenticator, there's Microsoft Authenticator, there's several of them. I'll put examples in one of the. Maybe we should have like a. Do we have a techie channel on the Macau Ministry
No,
site?
I don't know. No, we should have one, like tech support kind of thing.
Yeah, so I can put like a screenshot, kind of what I'm talking about. So,
Okay, sure. Yeah,
but
I'll put that. I'll add one.
okay, cool. So that way, but you can also once you change the number, it would also ask you to change it. You would have to probably re-enable on the SMS. But this is basically uh, this is backup protection for your account. But most people don't use that. They just use a username and password. As long as you're using a strong password, which is like a combination of letters and numbers and a special character, you're generally pretty good. It takes a lot for them to crack your password.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you willingly give it to them.
Right.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Don't
Um,
share your passwords. Yes. Good
Oh,
advice.
okay. Or Control V. Yes, you can use Control V to paste. It will, for instance, I can Control V the link in here, and it will paste the the link in um, another section. So we got through the email and the password. Oh, also, if you want to change your display name, but you want to keep it the same for your user, if you go to your server profile, you can actually choose whatever name the moderators and the owner will see right here
Mm.
inside of server profiles and user settings. So, for instance, if I wanted to be um, Dingbat, I could put that in there. Don't do that. Don't be silly like
Don't be
me.
a dingbat. Okay.
Yeah, don't be a dingbat. This is also where you can tell people a little bit about yourself. You can say, um, I've been a Christian for X amount of years, or I found God this time, and this is what I do. This is kind of what I do for
Mm-hmm.
work. I wouldn't put any private or personal identifiable information in there. Like, don't give them your address. Don't give them, social security numbers for the love of God. Um,
Yeah.
we don't want nothing that they can steal your identity in there. Just
Right.
a generalization about what you do. Say I'm an engineer and I like to go hiking or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Right. Right.
that's yeah. If you want to choose a different profile theme, for some reason these colors are off for me. But if you wanted to choose like a custom color, you can change your colors as well,
Cool.
and you can even change like the range of the color you want to choose it in. But it makes it look really neato. And then you would hit save changes, or if you want to reset, you can reset it here, but just be careful whenever you do those things. But that's
Mm-hmm.
how you can do that. The accent color, I think, is just this little outline border. I'm not really sure exactly what it does. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I like purple. Plum's pretty color.
It is nice. Looks very
It's a
nice.
royal color,
Yes.
you know.
Regal even.
Regal. So if you want, let's see what else. What else is there? Anything in here that before we leave? So oh, you have your banner. So if you want to change your banner, it'll also give you the same two options from when you were trying to change your avatar. So you can either upload a personal banner or you can choose a gift. I know some people had issues with banners, but there is a banner generator if you Google for them, and they can actually make you like a custom banner for your Discord if you want a more customizable Discord profile. Let's see. Let's go through devices. So devices will show you where all you're logged in at. Um, Generally, it'll give you a city. That's not my city. That's the VPN city, so you'll never know who I am. Just
Ooh,
joking.
oh, oh, ah. The shadow knows.
I don't care. They've already hacked my information about 10 times now. Every once in a while I'll get a letter saying, "Hey, we were involved in a hack." So just keep a lookout. Let's see. So we have friend requests. So you can actually choose who can send you a friend request. So you can either choose everyone or you can limit it to friends of friends or server members. So whatever server you're on, only those people can choose your to be friends with you and find you and add you in a friend request.
Can you
For those who
just
are
to
more private.
can you maybe downgrade your streaming a little bit like you did last time? Because maybe that will help. We keep having a delay, a lag in the stream. So I was wondering if you could
Oh,
maybe do
I'm
that.
gonna
Maybe even
try.
show us how to do that.
I'm gonna try to downgrade to, let's try 720p
All right.
and oh wait, no, that doesn't do good. That's better. Okay, so just try 30 frames per second, which is what that what that seems, and I can show it on here as well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's
Cool.
go back to the
Oh,
my
that's already
fellowship.
going much better. Much better.
Much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I probably had to downgrade it to 30 frames per second because some people's internet has a latency issue. So if I
Yeah.
join here, interest. Oh, that's the Book of Acts.
Now
Oh,
it's going. Now we're
oh,
right
it
with you. I
switched
think.
me over. It switched me over. I knew it was. I'm gonna switch back over
Come on
here.
back.
Go on back. Here we
Come
go.
on back.
You know what? Let's do orientation. We're gonna do it at that. Okay. So you should be able to see this now, which is basically the
Mm.
Discord.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
basically what I did was I clicked on the little arrow here where you have what looks like a little computer screen,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll give me some options. I can either stop streaming, which would close my stop sharing. I can change a window, or I can change the stream quality. So
Mm-hmm.
here you can switch it to source and it will automatically do it for you. Um, but you have different types of speeds. My screen is like a 4K Ultra D screen, so I have several settings. Some people may not. They may have older versions, so you may only have an option to do like a 1080p, 720, or 4080.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Frames per second, which is what this lovely 15 FPS means. It basically gives you a lower rate per second for the frames to actually be digitalized and streamed to you. So some people can handle a higher impact, and then some people might need the lower because of latency and lagging, which basically means it's kind of slower than what I'm actually streaming to you guys. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why that was. So can I use Discord on my tablet? What type of tablet do you have? Because some tablets will not allow like certain versions of Discord to display, but if you have an iPad, if you have a newer Android tablet, like a Amazon Fire, I do believe will allow you to do it. And then you have like Samsung tablets and things of that nature that are Android based. Um, you should be able to go to the Apple Store or to the Android Store and select the Discord app and download it. So you just have to type in the search Discord and it should bring you up the Discord app. And then you hit download, it'll download it, and then you will log in and you'll see just as you see here on my screen. You'll have your lovely, or on your phone, you'll have the lovely servers on the left side, and then you'll have the lovely text channels on the other left side. Let's see, what else we got to do? So let's see. So here we have the various channels. Are there any specific channels that you would like me to display here, Makaio?
Uh, can you turn your volume down? Ever since you came back in, I get an echo. I don't know if that's your volume on your device.
Actually, let me close out the web version. Maybe that might help.
Okay.
It's probably my audio settings.
Maybe because
being
there's just a
wonky.
double of it or
There's a
something.
double.
Well,
Oh, I wonder if that's from the try that.
hello,
This right
hello.
there. Hello.
Yeah, it's like echoing back to me now. I don't know if everybody else can hear that. Maybe if you can, I can deal with it.
I'm doing it.
Do you have it? Here, let me exit out and come back in.
Yeah,
real
just
quick.
just after you switched, when you switched your things around. Now it's gone. I think it's just.
Let's see.
I think it was reverberating through your device or something. Because now it's not there anymore.
Okay, cool. That's
So,
that made me better.
but
So it's probably just needed the So it's probably because I'm streaming the actual app that we're on.
it's
Yeah,
like doubling
so
it.
I wonder. Yeah, so that's what I was scared of with the echo. It didn't have that when
Can
I
you? What
was
if you?
using the web version.
Well, you could go into the app and change the output of the sound, because that's how I'm getting all of your sound. It's like I went into the
Yeah.
voice and video and I changed that to go somewhere else.
Let me
So like,
try
oh wait,
that.
up at the top, up at the top on the right hand side, where it says output device. If you change that device, try changing that.
Oh, output device. But I won't hear you guys if I turn
But I
that
think
to
you're
my
hearing it
speakers.
double, maybe.
So that's not it. It's,
Right, but it should be. But in other words, you have it open in two places. You have it open in the browser, and you have it open here. So like in this one, just turn it off. You should still hear us in the browser that you started on. You know what I mean?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No,
Oh,
I
it's.
can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, and I'm still echoing. So I guess that didn't fix it.
So it's
Well, anyway.
it's only because
That's
it's only
fine.
because I'm doing on here. So I'm going to try. That's why I was trying to do it through the web portion, because that was it was
Yeah, that
making
was
it
working
really
good.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to go back to that. I'm gonna open link. Yes, skip verification. I am well aware. Continue to Discord. Here we go. Go back to where we were. All right, here we go. I'm gonna change my window now. Right here, go live. So is that better? It
Check,
shouldn't have a
check.
double.
Yep. I think we did it. Or you did
I
it.
think we did it. So that's what it was. It was because I was streaming the actual Discord app that it was given a kickback of the audio. But here we have our lovely.
But it's kind of good to have those problems, because then people are learning as we're fixing the problems. Like how to do it. So that's good.
Yes, sir. All right, we got. Let's see if anybody. Wow, now I hear old and new. It's echoing. Oh, that was a little bit ago. Okay, so to answer the question for the tablet, you can install it on a tablet. Just make sure that you navigate to the App Store for that device and download it from there. Cool. Thank you, Jack. Let's see. So what else? Any other questions does anyone have before I go in here? So if you want to, so say you land here on the Discord. We already went over that these are the different servers. Here you have the various text channels.
Okay, so what are some questions I get? Well, questions. Sometimes people just can't even log in to the Discord. That's one problem people have.
Okay.
And then when they get in here, they get lost. Like, for example, take people to. I don't know if are you on a phone? You're not on a phone, right?
I am on a phone.
Oh, you're on a phone.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I do have Discord on my phone. Yes.
How are you able to show? Because when I'm on my phone, all I can see is like one. All I see is like the center screen. I don't see the side screens. I have to like swipe to see them. But
So
yours is you're on a
on the
phone, but you're on a browser. On the
so
phone?
so this is my browser, but on my phone when I want to see, say, the other channels, um I will hit, so you so they'll open it, it'll have the landing page, right? But then on the top left, you'll see these three little lines. You would hit those, and then it will swipe the main channel to the side, and
But you
it'll give
can't
you the
show it.
list
Can
of
you?
the
Are you able to
text.
show us that at all?
I'm going to take a screenshot and post it in the chat for here. So
Okay.
give me 2 seconds. It'll
But you can't do it
and
right now and like walk us through it.
oh, I can.
You
I'm
can?
gonna
Okay.
do it through the screenshots, yeah, because I'm going to use the lovely highlighter pins for my screenshot
But
so that you
okay.
guys can see.
But are you able to like mimic that on your device right now so that we could like follow along? You know what I mean?
Um,
Or are you not able to do that right now?
not right now, but
Okay.
I can get a recording app and record it and upload it into the tech channel.
Okay.
And allow us to be able to do it, but I can add a screenshot with like a circle around what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to show you here in the app inside of right here when I upload it. So give me like 2 seconds. We're gonna get through that. So,
Well, guys, if you have any questions that you want answered, that's what this whole time is for. So we're gonna have this on a regular basis, and so if questions come up, you can give them to Shadow. She can help answer those questions. Um, but yeah, so if you have any questions, Jack's asking why you're hearing the conversation. Probably because you're hearing the video, which is there's a delay in the video, um, the stream. But if you have specific questions about how to use Discord, let us know, and we'll try
so
to
I
answer those.
just did these screenshots. So when you first land um, into the Discord on your phone and your tablet, I do believe this will be the same for the tablet. You'll see these lovely three lines here inside of this red circle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you will click those three lines, and when you click those three lines, it will bring up all of the text channels that you need. Down here is the friends list. This is the search button. This is your user profile here. And then these are your notifications. So generally your notifications will be if someone adds you as a friend, if you have a new message, um, if if another channel is having something posting that's new, it will all be in this little uh, notification tab. You would click on that and it will show you what it is. I'm gonna put up another screen tab on that. So let's see here. So this is what you'll see here. Okay, go back, go back, go back, go back, back here, and so when I clicked the notification button, it let me know what things were happening. So these are all the notifications I've gotten in the
Where's that
last.
button again? That notification button?
So when you hit
Oh, the little
when you
bell
hit
button.
the three buttons up here,
Mm-hmm.
when you hit the three buttons up here, it's going to bring you this menu,
Okay.
and then you'll come here to the bell, and if there's new notifications, it'll have this little kind of red dot there. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then it'll bring you up the lovely notifications that have gone on. It'll actually do all of your servers and it'll tell you what's active. So like active now, the Savage Lounge orientation is what we're doing right now. It also has the Bible study, fellowship stuff. It'll tell you how old it's been. So right here we've had 51 minutes for our lovely orientation. It's been 1 day since the women's Bible study, and it's been 2 days since the fellowship hour. So it
Okay.
kind of gives you all those things. If you see these little hand icons, these are for your friends. So you generally, if you have someone adding you as a friend, it will show one or pending on there. It'll give you a little red dot just like that.
I
So
see.
that's how you would access those.
Very cool.
Up, yeah. So back to the web browser version. Here you have threads. So any threads that have been created or started for this server will also be here. You'll click on this little hashtag version. You can
Mm,
even create your own threads if you want to. So
okay.
it's basically like if it's like a specific topic, like if we're talking about, the woman at the well with the Good Samaritan, I
Mm-hmm.
could create a thread about that and everyone can kind of add their input to it.
What
And it
happens
just helps me
when you
track it.
when you click on that? Does it ask you on the create a thread? Does it take you to like a room? Like, do you choose a room where you want to create that thread?
So so here I'm going to create a new thread and I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to call it orientation
Okay.
for just for test sake. I'm going to say welcome to orientation. Please place your questions here. If I can spell properly. Here we go. See if it'll let me do it. And then you'll see this lovely little menu pop up. And if you guys join my thread, if I click on the message, it'll bring this back up. So I'm going to close that off. I'm going to say, oh, really? There's a thread? Oh, and it gives you a separate chat channel to talk on for just
Mm,
that topic. It makes it so much easier to follow like a single topic because some people might be talking about 15 million things, but
yeah.
if you and another person just want to talk about that thing instead of creating a text channel over here, you would just create a thread to help you track that
But now
conversation.
I still missed. Okay, so you created orientation, but where did it post that? Just it just posted. Oh, I see. So whatever room you're in. So you're in the living room. So it just posted that thread in the living room. Is that
So
that?
for
Okay,
yes, that's exactly what happened. So
I see.
I can go, let's see if I can, let's try another one. Bible study, for instance. And I say thread, I'm going to create thread name, Bible study. And I say, I want this topic to be about uh, one king, right? Something like that. I don't know. Someone give me a good Bible verse to could be tracking for Bible study.
John
Oh,
3:16.
John 3:16. There you go.
The
God
class,
so
the
loved the
classic,
world.
the classic,
Um,
or
let's chat.
Matthew.
Do Matthew, but say let's chat, and then it'll post it right here for that, and it'll only be for that Bible study, John 3:16.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have various threads about various verses, but instead of it all being mangled in here,
Yeah, kind of
it'll
smart
be
actually.
yeah, it helps to keep them very much separated and organized.
But
Um,
I noticed that the threads disappear after a while.
yes, they do. I think they're just temporary.
Okay.
Uh, Now, I was wondering if there is, that's why you create, that's why if a thread gets to be too big, you could create a text channel, um, and then ask everyone to migrate to the text channel so that you can keep it going. But I would put like a notification saying, hey, this is just for this topic because our
Mm,
thread is about to disappear and I want to keep the topic going and I don't want it to
mm,
disappear.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Very
I
cool.
wonder if I
Hey,
can.
Devin.
There's a way to. That was the one thing I wanted to know, um, but it doesn't say if you can. So you can upload a file to Threads and you can use the app. So if you use the apps, it brings up all of the lovely commands for the server.
So you may have already answered this because I know you talked about notifications, but Gina says, "Can I get notifications from Discord?" So how do you get it? How do you set your notifications? Because I think sometimes people are like, when you first log on, they notify you about everything, and people go, "Oh," and so then they just turn off the app or they get rid of the app because it's like it won't stop bothering me. But there's a way that you can set the notifications so you only get the ones that pertain to you.
So
Maybe you can show us
let me
that.
see if it's in the notification site. So let me go back. I just want to make sure that's where it was. So you go back to your user settings menu, which is the little gear
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom here
Mm-hmm.
next to your little lovely profile and the headphones. You say settings, notifications, and it will give you all of the notifications. So if you have a desktop, you can say enable desktop, and it will show the desktop settings. See, I
Mm,
just got
mm-hmm.
this lovely little
Mm-hmm.
swoosh here.
Yeah.
So anything, and this is from both the web browser and your desktop. You can say push notification inactive timeout. So it will time out the notifications after 10 minutes, 1 minute, whatever you want to select. So I think you have up to 10 minutes. Yeah. So you have up to 10 minutes for how long you want the notification to post before it times itself out. You can say, turn this on to have high tech robots speak your notifications to you. So it'll pop up a notification and it'll say, Jerry created a new thread in this channel.
Now, here's where it gets a little confusing is that we have two there's settings for your profile and then there's settings for the server and there's like two different aspects there. For example, like your profiles you were talking about, but notifications is like that too because I think there's another screen, not this one, but there's one in the server for notifications too where you can set like if you go up to Makaio Messenger on the left. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, that's it. That's it.
As
So you
well.
just
So
kind of yeah, you
notifications.
can do it
So
there
there's
too. Notification.
two,
Yeah.
yeah, there's two different ones. So there's one up here, but it doesn't give you all the settings. It just says, mute thread if you want to mute a thread for a while.
Right. So
Only.
just pause on there for a second. So if you're getting like ding ding ding, I keep getting notifications. That's because it's on all messages versus the one that says only mentions. That's just when it specifically was something sent either with your name in it or it was sent to everybody so that you would get that notification. Because I think people probably are like, man, I can't turn this thing off. Because I know when you first get into Discord, it sets it to all messages, and so you just keep getting all these messages, and you're like, man, this thing doesn't stop. But you just have to go in here and change it
The same,
to only
like, so if you
mentions.
go to the channel, I have notifications kind of turned off for mine for whatever reason, but
Yeah.
you can use the category default only mentions. You can select all messages, only mentions, or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you come back over here to the actual server kind of menu, you can. This is where you would also do your server boost for any of those who have
COS.
questions. You can invite people to the server as well here. You would click on that and you could search for a friend or you can copy the link to the server. Um, if you want the link to not expire, you would want to click edit invite link and it will give you an option. You can say never. Um, and you can also choose no limit for the number of users who can click on that link. But if it's only for a small group, you could say, okay, I just want, up to 100 uses, which I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why anyone would want that for the Lord. Everyone should hear the Lord.
Right.
So
Right.
you're going to say
Yeah. I always
never
said
and
it.
no limit.
That's what I
And it
always
will
said it
generate
too.
the,
Yeah.
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 So that was something I wanted to kind of touch on
Yeah.
real
That's
quick.
good. Yeah, because you can be inviting people to the fellowship too, and you can use those invites, and it's free, so just put it out there and put it on your social media and have people come join us. So yeah, that'd be great. Because I know I do. Every response I do, I always put the link in there, so if people want to come, they can.
So this is kind of important. So if say the owner has defaulted it to only mentions, you can override it by selecting a channel and saying, I want to get all the messages
Mm.
for that.
Well, that's cool.
So, yeah, it's pretty neat. Or you can mute it. So
Yeah, so if
it's
you have a
whatever.
favorite topic or something. Well, and it's also nice too because like you could say I just want all mentions except for this topic like you said. So even if
Yeah,
you personally only want all your mentions but except in this topic I want to hear everything. Yeah. That's cool.
exactly. This is where you would select the various channels that are inside of the lovely server that we have set up for everybody. So
Mhm.
whatever you want, you can do there. Now, if you want to get your mobile push notifications like to your phone, you would enable it here as well. You would say click, and that's how they're going to get the notifications being pushed to their mobile.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and then if I want to mute you guys, I would click here, but I don't want to do that because I like talking with you guys. So,
So when you say mobile push notifications, so in other words, you could be on a browser setting this and it's going to notify your browser, but not necessarily on your phone. But this way you add both the phone and the browser. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah. So you would say mobile push notifications. Yes, I want to get mobile push notifications. Now,
Hmm.
my distinguishment is because I have the app, it sends it to the app to me. But I wondered if I uninstalled the app, would it send it to, say, a text message or
Yeah.
the number that you put on there? That would is what I would be kind of curious to find out. I might test that with my own server just to
Mm-hmm.
kind of see um, if that's what it is, because they don't exactly give you a good explanation on that. um, but that's how we do that there. Let's see what other ones in this lovely.
Gina says
I
thanks. We answered her question, so that's great. Yay.
Yeah,
That's what she was looking for. So, amen. That's what it's
and
all about.
that's
We want to get those questions answered.
so. Also, if you wanting to know who's online in the server, say I want to know if my best buddy Jack or Makaio is online, you would come up here to show member list, this little buddy icon, and you click on that, and it will bring up everybody who's online,
Where
and
is
it
that?
will
Where
show
is that again?
it's right up here with this little
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Show member list.
button.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people don't realize that they can see all the members on the side there. I mean,
Yep.
for starters, they don't realize they can see all the rooms on the left side, but then they don't realize they can see all the members on the right side. So, because sometimes when you're on a phone, you just see that middle screen, so you have to like swipe to the right or swipe to the left, or you can click that button like you're talking about.
So here's another little good tip.
Woohoo!
Over
Good
here,
tips.
if you see these little arrows
Mm-hmm.
right here, if all of a
Oh
sudden
yeah,
all your
that's a
if
good one
all the
too.
things disappear, like I don't see any of the fellowship things,
Yeah,
make sure you click on this little side arrow here,
yeah,
star, because that will give you all of the text channels under there.
yeah. You can
Um,
expand and collapse the categories of the rooms, and it also
sure,
kind of
yeah,
tidies it up for you if it's like, oh, I'm overwhelmed by all these rooms. You can
exactly.
collapse it all down and then the only thing that will show in that room is one that has something you haven't read, like Michelle End Time shows up there because you haven't read that one yet, right? So, or welcome is bold, so the ones that are in bold are the ones you haven't read yet,
Exactly.
and those will just show up, but the other ones won't. So yeah, that's very helpful too.
Yep. And this says about Makaio. Let's go.
Oh no, don't
So
read that. You don't want to
this
read that. No.
gives this gives everything about Makaio that you want to know is under the
Not that you really
Makaio.
want to know anything, but for those who are like, who is this guy anyway?
Who is this guy?
Who does he
So we
think he
have
is?
so the ones that are on the top, these are called the categories. So if you right click on category, you can choose to collapse them that way as well. You can also say mark as red. So if there's anything that's in bold, like here we have it's in bold, you can say mark as red and it will mark red for the entire category if you just don't have the time to go through every single
Mm,
text channel.
I see. Yeah.
But what I learned today, a new thing, if you go over here to the server and you right click, you can do the same thing and mark everything as red. Though I wouldn't suggest to do that if you are actually looking for something else to
Mm.
pop up. So only mark as red if you
Hey, Cindy.
generally intend to mark as red.
And something else that's interesting on that note is you can also mute a channel. Like if there's a channel that you don't want to get notifications from, you can do that as well. I just figured that out recently myself. For example, the women's channel, because I don't need to see the women's notifications for the hen house. So I just mute that so that I don't even have to, because otherwise it's always showing me that I have something I haven't read. And then I go down and I go, oh, it's the women's group. That's why. Because I stay out of that group. I just let the women talk in there. But it keeps showing me the notifications for it. And I'm like, I keep seeing that. So I figured out a way to mute it so that I don't have those notifications anymore. So you can do that as well.
A fellowship. So this is all the lives that would be our voice channels. So these are under live fellowship. That's where you would have like the Bible Q&A and the video chats and things like that, international chat. Here we are on orientation, learning how to use Discord the right way.
Woohoo! Being orientated.
Um,
So,
this is the welcome category, and it has Discord tutorials for anybody who else wants it.
mm-hmm.
I did put a PowerPoint at the top of this conversation and the welcome to Discord side things.
Oh, cool.
But they also have lovely um, how-tos on here as well.
Oh, you did add a PowerPoint in there?
I put the PowerPoint in the text chat for this live channel.
Oh, okay,
It's
cool.
orientation.ppt.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it kind of
Um,
has basic stuff in there. If anyone has any questions about it, feel free to DM me. I don't mind.
does anybody have any questions that we haven't covered? I kind of want to keep it to an hour each time if we can. So we're kind of at that hour mark. Is there any questions that you want to make sure you get an answer to before we end this night? Feel free to ask at this time, or not forever hold your peace, but you can direct message Shadow, or you can send it to me, or you can wait till our next go around of the orientation. Um, and great job tonight, Shadow. Thank you so much for all your expertise. It's
If
very
anybody
nice.
needs a one-on-one, I'm willing to do that. Just either
Woohoo!
DM
One
me
on one.
or do a at mention to my lovely username on the server in either the living room or any of the text channels. I should get the notification for it, and I will set up a time to do a one-on-one with you. So just let me
Fantastical.
know.
When is
We
the
will.
group one?
When is the group one?
Yeah, the next one like this, because I joined late. This is Cindy.
Oh, okay. Did you have any questions right now, Cindy? We can try to answer them.
You well, if I was going to do some kind of presentation we were messaging about,
Oh yeah.
you would ask a question. Do you want to
Well, that's
do
a great question, actually. Yeah.
or
Maybe.
voice and know the difference between stage and
Sure. Can you walk us just briefly through? Go to 24/7 Faith and Fellowship, or the 24/7 Preach Praise Room, and just kind of walk us through how to use a stage room, because we have people that they want to preach the word. They want to, we have these rooms. They're 24/7, and people can go in there 24/7 a day. And if you feel moved by the Spirit, man, I want to preach the word, or I want to say a prayer, or I want to sing a song, or I want to praise the Lord, or I want to do anything. So we have these rooms, and we've had people use it, but I think people get a little confused because they get in the room and they're not sure what to do once they get in there. So maybe you can just walk us through how to do that, how to go into a stage room and initiate your own lesson. If you want to teach a class, like Cindy was going to teach something.
With me again. All right, let me
Welcome
see.
back.
Let me go back to where we were. So this is the lovely stage. Please pray.
So the stage room, just to define it, the stage room is a little different. We're in a voice chat room right now, which is kind of just a free-for-all. Everybody comes in, we all just sort of talk. But the stage room is a little bit different in that you have one speaker, and that speaker can call on people, and different people can share and so forth. But it's a little bit more organized, like a classroom setting. So go ahead.
So what I did was I clicked on here, and then it asked me to create a stage. And so I clicked the create stage, and then I added what I was going to talk about, right? So I put John 3:16 in there. And then this is what it will do. It'll pop this up, and you will have pretty much a stage. I'm not sure if it's going to kick me again.
Oh,
you guys
I see. Right, you can't. Can you? Oh, I see. Right, because you're trying to show us, but you can't because it kicks you out of this room. I see.
How about Cindy?
We should have started in the stage room. Maybe we can do that next time.
Could you go to this the 24/7 Preach and Praise and join the stage?
I wonder if I could probably share my screen, actually. Now I think about it. Let me see if I could do it.
one moment.
Because it should show if someone is joining.
Yeah, let me try to do it. I'm going to go over to a browser and see if I can open it up over there.
And then is that a thing where like it'll notify people if you're doing it, or how is it different than this voice that we're doing now? And also my other question on the voice, obviously you can share things like if you had screen shares or whatever, you can do it in voice or in this stage. Is that true?
Yes. So,
yes.
And she shared that earlier in this video, so you can go back and check that out, how to share your screen. Okay. You did, right? Did you share that earlier?
Yes.
I think
I did.
I think you did.
It was just kind of echoey. That's only.
Yeah, it's just right down in the middle. There's a share your screen button, and you just click on that button there, and you can share
Invite.
your screen.
So since this is kind of recording on here and we're waiting for them. So if you go to if you want to invite people to your stage as well, you can click on the invite button and it'll allow you to invite friends from your actual personal friends, or you can copy the link and share it out so multiple people can come here and join the stage with this.
So basically, when you go to this stage room, and let's say nothing's been created, you created John 3:6, but we didn't see that part. So let's say you go into the stage room, it'll ask you start the stage. It has like three options. There's one's like start the stage, one is join without starting anything, and the other one is just wait here. So I forget what the three options are, but it's something like that. And so the first one, you click on that, you write in John 3:16 if that's what you want to talk about, and then you click start, and then you go, and it'll take you into the room, and you'll just automatically be. It's just similar to the voice chat room. It's just that you'll be on the stage, and then other people will come in to listen, and then you can call on them. They can raise their hand, and you can call on them and invite them up to speak, or they can ask to speak, and so forth.
So she asked for the notification. So every channel has their own different notifications. So for stage, if you wanted to say get notifications for all the stages, you would select all live stages. But right now the default is only at mentions. So it would be like at everyone, it would bring it up. But if you just had it set to all live stages, it will notify everyone every single time that the stage is being presented.
Oh, really? Wait, how do you do that again?
So you come up here to the three dots.
Okay.
And you can also change the topic as well. But this is the notification settings.
I need to know how
and
to
then
do
the category default is only at mentions, which is kind of like at shadow or at everyone or at this.
Oh, really? Okay. Can I change that default, or is there a way for me to change that so that it notifies for?
You can change it. You would just go into the.
I mean, can I change it for everybody, or just as the default setting, or you know what I mean?
Yes. So here, let me see if I can find the server settings. I think it's under server settings. I think it's under notifications. I think. Oh, I would have to go to my server probably.
Right. So, I probably have to do it myself, huh?
So you would. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it in here. So server setting, if it'll allow you to do it in here. That's the boost status, soundboard, app directory. Let's see, display.
It's probably some of the server.
So yeah, it's gonna have to be an admin. That's probably you. So
that's
you
what
have
I
to go in there.
Okay.
But this is kind of the easier way to do it. You just kind of go down there and then say all live. So at least that's for me anyway. All live stages. But the default category default would be only at mention. So you would probably have to go inside your notification side of the server settings and change it to however
and
you
what
want
that does is makes sure when you do it there, that makes sure you get all the notifications whenever there's a live stage, right? And then if I were to set it as the default that everybody gets the notification for all live stages, right?
Yes.
I see. Yeah, okay. Well, that's probably why more people don't come, because they're not getting the notification. So, okay. That's good to know.
So request to speak. So this is show requests. Allow a request from at everyone, and then it'll show people who request to speak. But since I created the stage, it's not gonna let me do that at this moment. But it'll tell you kind of who's in the audience, like how many is there. It'll tell you how many is speaking. If you want to change the topic, you can change the stage topic. So I can change it to 2 Thessalonians.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
I think I spelled that correctly, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. 2 Thessalonians. So we can talk about 2 Thessalonians if we wanted to. And that's kind of how you would manage that there. This is also the chat. So just like with our voice channel here, this one also has a chat room, and it'll tell you, like in the past chats as well, like who started it and what the topic was. So if you want to go and say, If you want to say, "Hey, Jeannie, I saw that you were talking about Psalms on 517, or yesterday. Can you give me like a brief summary of what
Shelly.
you guys were talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's how you would be able to do that. Um,
Okay. Well, that's helpful because the stage. So don't be intimidated by the stage. It's just like a voice chat. The only difference is you can moderate who's talking at the same time. And we've had trouble in the past where we had lots of people in a voice chat room and everybody was talking over each other. And so that's why the stage can be beneficial. And that's why we do it for the 24/7 fellowship and for the preach and pray, so that you have the option both ways. I think what we did with those is that everybody has the ability to go on the stage anytime they want, but it also sets it up so that if you want to control it more, you can. But basically, you go in there, you set the title, and you go in there on the stage, you just start speaking and preaching and praying and doing whatever you want to share. You can share your screen and do all the same things there.
And you don't set a time; you just go whenever you.
Exactly.
go
That
whenever
that
you want
that's
to.
what
Yep.
I'd like to see is just happening all the time. Like wow, look at 24/7, and there's people in there. Just whatever they feel moved to do. At 3 in the morning, I gotta preach the word right now, or I gotta share my testimony, or I gotta, proclaim the love of the Lord. Whatever it is, and so that people can go in there and have that outlet where they can just share whatever. Or I'm frustrated about the world and I need to cry out to the Lord and cry out for help. And so why not share that with everybody so everybody can participate in that? So that's the idea.
Also, here's some other neat settings for it. So if you want to make it age restricted, they will have to. So
Mm.
it'll pop up with a thing that says, "How old are you?" So if they say anything
Mm.
like above their age restriction, they're not allowed into the chat.
That's a good one, actually. I didn't even realize you could do that because we have had younger people in the chat sometimes and we're like, oh, we got to be careful what we're talking about. When people are confessing different things. So,
Auto
yeah,
gives you
that's
the
good to know.
automatic video quality, but you can choose like 720 if you needed to. It'll also give you what bit rate you want to do it on.
Okay.
Invites, it'll show you kind of who you've invited and whatnot, and it'll actually give you the time of when it will expire or not. So it's
Oh,
kind of pretty
okay.
good. I don't want to delete
Hey,
the
Mama
channel.
Bear. Cindy,
So, but
are you in here on two different ones, Cindy? I see Cindy, Mama Bear, and I see Mama Bear, Cindy. Um, Shelly's here. Cindy, did that answer all your questions about the stage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sort of.
sorta. I'm
gonna
gonna
go-
go back and watch the PowerPoint.
Yeah, I would just say go in there and mess with it. Just go in there and try it out. You're not going to hurt it. You're not going to break anything if you just go in there and want to try it out and press all the buttons and see what happens. So that's the best way to learn is just by trying it out.
Okay.
I want
Yeah,
to
Um,
know
sorry
if
about earlier.
and if
I
you
was
need my help,
trying
or Shadow, we can
comment.
walk you through it personally and help you with it too.
Okay. I'll play around with it.
And
Thank you.
Shelly, did you have a question?
I won't let me join both. So that's. I was trying to see if I could join it on the web to see if it will, but it
I
now
know I
I'm
couldn't
actually.
do it either. I was going to try to do it, but I realized I'm in the same boat, or I can't do both of it. So if you're in one room, that's the trouble. You're in one room, you can't be in two rooms at once. But I guess that's logical normally. But in a case like this, we want to be able to show everybody.
So what I can do possibly is try to record like a video of that somehow. I can use my OBS and record a video and then upload it into like the Techie channel to show people as well.
Mm-hmm.
That can be something I do later on. But I'm getting evil glares from my family if I don't go and cook dinner.
Yep,
So
yep, yep. No, we want to keep it to 8 o'clock. That's our goal. So great. Shelly, and if you need to go, Shadow, go ahead. I can try to answer Shelly's question if she had one because I know she signed up for tonight. I just wanted to see if she had a question. But Shadow, thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate it, and we're looking forward to the next time. And
yes, sir.
this has been a great video. And did anybody else have any questions for me before we wrap this up? Just so I know if I'm wrapping up the video here. Shelly, did you have anything?
I'm Makaio. I'm
Hi.
not going to ask. Hi. I came in really late. I was doing an audio for my video, so I'll just go back through it with y'all some other time.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
All right. No
All
worries.
right.
No worries. All right. Well, thank you again, Shadow, and thank you all for being here tonight. And we will be back with another orientation very soon. So look forward to that. If you have questions in the meantime, feel free to reach out to me or Shadow, and we will do our best to assist you. So thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure. And as always, wishing you all the best and all the blessed. And Maranatha.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Buenas noches.
Buenas